I'm George Ratiu, Manager of Economic Research with Realtor.com. Welcome to May and sunnier days ahead. The economy and real estate markets are working through a transition toward a post-pandemic normal, with runaway inflation headlining business and consumer concerns and casting the shadow of slower growth across the horizon. The ISM manufacturing and services indices highlight those concerns. Factory activity hit the slowest pace in 18 months, while service companies reported slowing activity due to labor and supply shortages, plus high inflation. Reeling from high prices and insufficient electronic chips, car and pickup truck sales dropped in April as consumers took their foot off the accelerator. Labor shortages were reflected in the latest job openings data, showing there were a record 11.5 million available positions in March, while the number of people quitting also hit an all-time high. The Great Resignation wave continues, with 10 consecutive months of over 4 million workers leaving their jobs each month. On the upside, most people are leaving for new jobs, seeking better pay and work. And most of those looking are finding work, as shown by the increase in April's payroll numbers, which outpaced expectations. Hourly wages rose strongly from a year ago, but continue to trail inflation. The trends were also reflected in the weekly jobless claims numbers, which saw an uptick even as they remain near historic lows. The number of people collecting benefits is at the lowest level since 1970. A tight labor market and inflation running at a 40-year high prompted the Federal Reserve to step up its monetary tightening. The bank raised the short-term rate by 50 basis points at this month's meeting and expects to do so again, along with letting maturing bonds run off the balance sheet each month to reduce its asset holdings. Real estate markets registered these shifts in visible fashion. Mortgage rates rose again this week, driving the monthly payment on a medium-priced home $600 higher than a year ago, a 50% increase. Buyers who can still afford a home are keeping inventory moving. However, demand is expected to cool as higher costs price many people out of housing markets. Encouragingly, Realtor.com's weekly numbers show that more homeowners are listing their properties for sale. With shrinking affordability weighing housing choices, Americans are broadening their search across the country. Realtor.com's latest cross-market demand report points out that 60% of shoppers are looking outside their hometowns, seeking lower-cost locations. Closing out this week's update, we recently released a report highlighting trends in Asian American and Pacific Islander home buying, which shows a solid rebound in purchasing activity. Stay well this week and tune in to our website and Twitter feed for new information.